is watching us this Sunday in live. Yes, we are live again from a new development center in Mannheim with my colleague Manuel.
Hello dear community, it has been 5 months since Crypviser was on air the last time. Today we will talk about our achievements after the ICO, the current progress and issues. As well, we will answer your questions during the last 30 minutes of this live event.
Thank you, Manuel, for intro. So I really like to be in live with our community, and we'll start our discussion today with the current achievements we had during the last 5 months. So actually we have a lot of progress in company product development. The main targets we have reached already, and I can underline, of course, it's launching a Crypviser, the first Crypviser alpha release of privacy communication, privacy secure communication, and of course it's distribution and listing CD coin on the most secure decentralized exchange, open ledger exchange, and Bittrex exchange. So we have updated our initial development plan according which were now in intensive development mode. So we are doing our best to follow the deadline, of course, and working hard to provide a great and high quality products and services. As well as also we made a lot for company development. We have attended many events in this year. Cybersecurity, related to cybersecurity and blockchain. So in September, Crypviser technologies have been tested by international group of white and black hackers in scope of international hacking event Hacking 2017 in East Europe, and I'm proud to say that there are no any serious issue or problem, so issues or bugs found in our cryptographic and security model. So Crypviser hasn't been breaked, it's strong, and we have seen it. Of course, we, according to the roadmap, we are planning to launch the beta release in the end of November, but we have decided to do it in most festive and violent ambience, and introduce the beta release, blockchain-based, fully decentralized, with integrated Crypviser wallet on the Crypviser Grand Launch Party in coming December 2017. So, taking this opportunity, I would like to personally invite all our community members who have been with us for the first day, and new members to join our event, and we will be happy to see everyone who is interested in the most secure communication platform, or the launching in the most secure communication platform in Düsseldorf, 16th of December. The more details about all these events, about all our recent activity and the current activity, you can find on the in our on our social networks, in Facebook and in Twitter. Also, we every day we daily online with you through our live channels in Slack and Telegram. You can find the event, the grand party, and all our VIP members. All our VIP members who bought CVCoin during the ICO will be invited personally, but we have seen demand on this event and to give a chance everyone who wants to join, who want to attend our grant launching. Then we have a possibility, we give this possibility to get a ticket, to buy an invitation with just some symbolic amount, and also there is possibility to purchase this CVCoin.
Thank you, Vadim, for the useful info and reports about the current progress that we had during the last months. So, our community asked a lot about one topic. What can you say to them about listing on exchanges?
Yes, listing on exchange. This is one of the hottest and most frequently asked question. Today, I'm proud to say that we have made a great progress in this way as well, and we have recently officially announced about the listing on cryptos and HitBTC exchange. HitBTC exchange is one of the most liquid and top exchange at this moment. So we are looking forward to hear. We should have the exact date of listing of CVCoin listing on HitBTC next week. On 28th of November. I hope the HitBTC team will announce about it officially, the exact listing date, the coming week.
So, we have been asked very often what's the reason of delay. Why CVCoin hasn't been listed yet on popular exchanges, and why are we not on the moon already?
Yes, why we are on the moon already. So, I have already talked about the reasons why we haven't been on the exchange, but these questions rising almost every day, and I hope our community and all interested in CVCoin or CVCoin holder and traders who is looking for make a good profit for watching us, and I would like to talk about the reasons again why we are not why we have delay with the exchange. So there are the many reasons, but I will focus on the most. The first, CVCoin hasn't been introduced, and we just follow the ideology, Crypviser philosophy, principles. It's a security token. So Crypviser and CVCoin, it's all about security. And first, they have listed. We use the Bitrate platform, and this is CVCoin on the decentralized exchange. What is the difference between the decentralized exchange and the classic exchange? Although yes, there are it's not liquid, and there are not enough daily volumes for traders for making profit. But I would like to focus once again. Crypviser is the main eye and the main target of Crypviser and CVCoin, as it was announced, is your security.
Yes.
Security in everything. Crypviser provides encryption, provide the professional security systems for communication. Civicon is a token for secure trading. It means that we care more about the security than about the profit.
Exactly.
Well, I understand maybe some of our community won't like what I'm saying now. Yeah, but making profit, yeah, trading and making just on speculation haven't been the main purpose and main aim of issuing Civicon. I think this is the most important part.
Yes.
And I believe there are many pump and down tokens on the market that could be used for this purpose. This is one of the reasons that we have focused on the security and on the secure development since and before the ICO. And the second reason of the delay that as we have already seen, starting from August, many companies, many countries trying to regulate this market, trying to regulate the exchange. China has banned ICO as trying to get under control of cryptocurrency trading. There were a lot of many Bitcoin artwork issues. So I'm not trying to say that this is the main reason, yeah, or this is the. But honestly, however, yes, we have started late listing Civicon of the exchange.
Yes.
And this is the fact, and we have already recognized it many times during my online chat, live chats. Why we are not listed yet, and why we are not on the moon? The answer is simple: yes. I reiterate to say everyone who were looking only for profit, but Crypviser is in Civicon. It's long-term company. We are not here to just make profit and forget about it. Yeah? If we want it, then would go by this way. Crypviser has been in development. I would like to remind everyone that Crypviser has been in development since 2013, and we have invested the founders and developer. We have invested own money, more than 3 million before the ICO. And to develop this product, to develop this technology, and we see that Crypviser is already successful. Despite the market price, we are already successful. Civicon already successful, and in any case, as we've seen, it's already broke the $1 resistance, and I think now it will go on the moon, and listing on the classic exchange and the most liquid exchange will allow do that. So this is the main reason. The tokens who have been listed, who have listed it on the exchange immediately after ICO. They are starting this process at least 6 months before. Yeah. This is this is the main target of them to get on the market and make profit for the investors. We have another strategy. We have a complete strategy to develop the technology and, of course, make it profitable, but not only once, but during the long time.
Yes. Well, I think our community will be able to understand it and allow us a decent time to bring CVcoin to the moon. We have seen a very good progress in the last couple of weeks, I think. But unfortunately, we have seen already disappointed investors. What advice can you give them?
Well, yes, let's talk now about the issues. Not only the progress and achievements, we straight, I think we are one of the straight and transparent company, and we don't have nothing to hide, yes. Let's now talk about the issues, about the disappointed investors who say, what can I say about it and what can I advise? Well, let's look at this issue from the another side. It seems many, the blockchain, of course, it's a great technology, it's a disruptive technology, it changed a life of many. It's changing everything. It's changing a life, really. It's making possible impossible things. Blockchain gave access to many people, to everyone, invest and became the part of the big financial world. Before the blockchain, before the ICO crowdfunding, before the crypto tokens era, let's just remind how was this process arranged, how the companies launching and how the company have been raising money before the ICO era, before the blockchain era. The classic companies have been funded mostly by venture capital, venture investments, yes, and it take at least 2 or 3 years before the company became at least profitable, or even or it's better. It's found in venture capitalists, VCs, and the classic investors found a very nice good result that a startup company can became able to compensate the cost to become self-financed after 2, 3, or 5 years. As we already heard many times, 90% of startup companies won't survive in the first 2 years. And blockchain, what blockchain made, and ICO investors and ICO crowdfunding, people all learned that they can earn a lot, can get a huge profit, just can get $1 million, just investing 100 in 1 month. So this is nonsense. Well, we have already seen this. We have now that I'm not saying that impossible. Yes, it's possible. It's nonsense. While blockchain, ICO crowdfunding make it possible. You can, everyone can invest just 100, and in case of success, and this way get at least 5 or 6 or 10 times or more profit just in a few weeks. But let's understand that it won't be continue too long. We already see how is China banned this kind of ICO campaigns. We have seen how the one of the most liquid and with the huge daily volumes tokens have been delisted from Bittrex or another exchange. This is not organic. When companies rising 100 millions and providing profit just for investors just in 2 weeks. This is nonsense. Crypviser has been designed and has been developed in the way to first of all, of course, to make to execute all the premises and make it successful. So the company developments also take time. It's not so easy launching a company like Crypviser. It's not only about money. It's about a lot of forces. It's about hard working. It's about we respect all our investors and we expect everyone who participated in Civicoin ICO, who entrusted us and supporting us. We regardless despite the disappointed or no, but we really appreciate to everyone. But we respect everyone, but expect the same. As I said, all our investors invested the money, maybe hard earned money, but we have been investing for more than 4 years our life.
Yeah.
In this case, we are the main investor because we are investing just the money. We are investing our time, our life, time for the families.
Yeah.
And every day, every hour, every minute, we have in our mind Crypviser, Civicoin, exchange, and the price. So, as a main investor, one of the main investors, and this along, of course, is our community who supported and trusted us. Without them, I think it will be much harder and much harder to bring Crypviser on the market. Yeah? But as I said, it's not only about the money and the feedback. Fortunately, I can say that we are getting much more positive feedback and than negative. We are seeing many happy customers, happy investors, happy members than disappointed. But however, despite all the negative talks and negative thoughts about the exchange, I think the team already sold, that is legit, it's ready to work, and I can confirm again after the ICO that we won't allow to fail. We're already successful and bring it on the new level during the next year. We have a lot of expectation. We have already published our business plan and our business model. So what can I say? Crypviser was not a company or a project for fast and momental profit.
Yes.
So it's a serious company. It's a serious technology. We have been working with complex and innovative new kind of technologies. We are talking about new generation of cryptographic model. We have been asked also what is the difference between Crypviser and another competitors. There are other products are coming. There are, but the main advantage and difference until now, Crypviser is unbeatable because we are ahead at least 2-3 years of all kind of competitors.
Yeah.
because no one of them solving the main and historical issue of cryptographic model. I think many of our valued community members, many non-experts, many this question is asking what is the difference. Haven't heard and haven't thought about it. That we almost every day we're hearing about the hacking events and the leaking of user details. Why it's happened? Why we are secure? Why Crypviser? We are saying Crypviser is the most secure. What's the difference? Why Crypviser is secure than elsewhere? There is one simple issue that all current cryptographic models and security systems were developed 30 years ago. The end-to-end encryption it's based on the asymmetric cryptography that in the principles in the Diffie-Hellman algorithm that was designed and developed in 1970s. And what we do, Crypviser introduced a new era, a new generation of cryptographic model, of authentication model, a new era for instant communication networks based on blockchain technologies. Crypviser is decentralized. It cannot be blocked by governments. It cannot be blocked in country because of decentralization. This is one of our advantage. Also, we are not just a messenger. We are just it's more. It's a cryptographic model. It's a unified communication system that provides all tools for social communications on the highest level of security in professional mode.
Thank you, Vadim, again for the input. I think you have answered a lot of upcoming questions that come up almost every day in our live chats or in channels. You've mentioned earlier about the Crypviser Grand Launch Party. We sincerely hope this event will help more people join our community and make it even stronger. Can you share the details about it again?
Yes, we have been working for many years, and yes, it's coming. Crypviser launching, long expected day is coming. It will be 16th of December. We will introduce the beta release, the decentralized blockchain-based, the main products of Crypviser for private community, secure private community, and we introduce the one or the most secure mobile wallet integrated in the unified communication app. We are the first messaging app for private customers who introduce a messenger with its own crypto token, with integrated crypto token and crypto wallet. Maybe someone can dispute this, so there is another kind of messengers, but we are different. We are different because we have state first, and we use crypto token and CD coin, not like just for financial transactions. Yeah. It's integrated on the cryptographic model for using blockchain based release for blockchain based decentralized authentication model. Silicon is required technically. Only customers, only users who have Silicon on their balance will be able to use the beta release. A better release has been already under development, and we will be happy to introduce on our grant party. And of course, we have prepared and we kept the main events, as we have a lot of grant surprise for our grant party, and I'd like to take under consideration this possibility and invite everyone to join us to come to Düsseldorf. We will be happy to meet personally and discuss all the tasks. So, 16th of December 2017.
So that's it with the information input from our side. Dear community, now we are starting our Q&A session. You're welcome to ask any kind of questions about our product, our company, or anything you want to know about us. So I will now look for questions and we just start answering them again together with Wadi.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So
I think we have to start from the first.
question.
We can start from the first.
Yeah, this one first. So I think here's a good question by Mark Aaron Youngville. So he asks if the Crypviser app will be using CVcoin tokens as a form of payment. Won't this increase the value of CB coins? And if so, then what is stopping the price of CB coins to reach a level to where it is too expensive to use the application?
Yes, thank you, Mark, for this question. We have already answered it in our business plan by introducing our business model. CVcoin price will be the cost of using Crypviser paid plan, blockchain plan. The cost of the plan will be in CVcoin will be automatically recalculated according to market price. It means that we have the fixed amount in the fiat, €990 per subscription, or 10 CVcoins. This is the initial and the minimum value of CVcoin in the Crypviser network. When we say that 990 is the minimum value of CVcoin, we mean exactly in the Crypviser network. We didn't guarantee, we never said that 990 will be on the public markets. It's inside the Crypviser network. Yes, CVcoin has the value of €9.90. But of course, and we expect, and we have already published our business model. We expect at least 100 million market cap of CVcoin next year. And in this case, the cost of the blockchain plan cost in CVcoin will be automatically recalculated according to market rate. If CVcoin rise €10, or $10, then the plan will cost not 10 CVcoin, it will cost just 0.21 CVcoin. So but the value €9.90 will be kept.
So there are many questions by Mike Miller. I think those are interesting too. What do you think?
Sorry?
By Mike Miller, these questions. He
Yes.
asks,
About finance, do you have a marketing plan? Will there marketing before entering?
yes.
We already already talked about the exchange, but okay, let's focus on it again. I think many our community members interested in Binance and other exchanges. We have already got the cryptos. Hopefully, will be listed soon. But the listing schedule, we have done everything from our side. We have made all agreements. We have paid all the fees, but the schedule and the deployment, it depends on the. Okay, of course, we follow up. But what can I say? Cryptos and BTC is already confirmed and coming up soon. Regarding the Binance and another exchange, of course, we are working. What can I say? I confirm and like to say that we are working on this, but according to the NDAs, not only on Binance, we have been working now. We have a process for top exchange. Two of them, BTC and cryptos, is done, but another ones, according to NDA, I cannot discuss publicly. I cannot say more until the official notices. So we do everything, and we will do everything. We will do our best to bring CVCoin on the most viral and liquid markets. And one more important task, I already mentioned it before, and would like to focus your pay rotation on this also. To all our experienced and especially for newbie investors, newbie in crypto market, newbie in cryptocurrencies. Blockchain in cryptocurrency, it's not a magic. It's not a magic wallet. Sometimes blockchain looks like a magic wallet. It's making money from the air. Yeah, it's worth it. It's so it's not a magic. It will be nothing magic in this life. Yeah? And regulation is coming. Government regulation is coming. So all the crypto tokens, I believe in the few years will be the under regulations, and the projects behind should be strong to cover the tokens. All air tokens without a live business model, without a live product, will be forbidden, will be forgotten. So I believe, and I can say now once again, that until 2020 or the few next years, only top 20 or top 30 tokens will survive. Yeah. Just you can open on the CoinMarketCap and see. And only tokens which have a real technology on behind will survive. And we do our best. We are working on it. We are looking ahead, not only for immediate profit. We are negotiating with exchange, and we are negotiating with legal issues. In this way, that CVCoin will be one of the top 20 and top 30 tokens which will survive in the few years. Yeah. And I cannot, unfortunately, say more details about the exchange, but I can say definitely we are working on it, and a lot of many great things is coming. And also I would like to mention just one of the important things. Despite all our achievement and progress, Crypviser is still a startup company, where yes, we're in the late startup mode, and we can have delays. As I said before, we're working with complex and not easy technologies. Yeah, it's complex and new innovative technologies. Listing on exchange is not always in our hand. So we still need some time to make everyone happy. We just we are publicly just in 5 months, not more. So we needed time, and I hope our community will allow and to finish to get it done. So please don't forget, as I said, we are still startup. We are still a late startup. Okay, and we cannot guarantee that the roadmap or development plan, due the complexity of technical issues, will be done on time. But of course, we are doing the best and working hard to follow it. And more harder regarding the exchange. Because we depend on them and depend on the how they working fast, how they replying fast, how they processing fast.
Yeah.
But what can I say? That we don't have any issue. Crypviser and CVCoin has been welcomed by many already many top exchanges, but just need time to finalize all things and finalize all the legal issues, because it's not so easy like it was 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We just need more time, but at least 2 exchanges, nice exchange we already have, and of course DEX decentralized, features. It's not liquid enough, but I personally believe that the future of exchange belongs to the decentralized. It will be decentralized.
Yeah.
So we will see it, I think, already maybe next year or soon. That's what can I say now about all the exchanges.
So, another interesting question is by James NG. Any global marketing campaign coming up to increase the awareness of this project?
Yes, regarding the marketing plan. As I said before, as a startup company, we have limited resources that we don't have at this moment 5,000 employees. We don't have huge departments to cover everything in the same time. But we are on the way. We just need time and of course funds to develop it, to become bigger, to grow, become bigger and bigger. To hire new members, just to grow the company team. This is the reason we have to prioritize our tasks. Until now, the development process was the priority number 1. Then listing on the exchange became one of the top priorities. And of course, after the commercial launch, after the next year, we're moving on the next phase, on the marketing phase. Of course, we will make the same, and we will prioritize these tasks and put all our forces to make aware the world about Crypviser. We have already developed a nice marketing plans, huge marketing plans. Yes, huge marketing plans, and we are already hiring experts in this area. So we are working on it to make known Crypviser everywhere. And the events we are attending, it's the part of our commercial plan. But and we have funds. Yes, we have funds and we have plans, marketing plans to make Crypviser one of the most recognizable company in the world. And as I said in my previous life during the ICO campaign, we are going to make Crypviser a new Google in cryptography. So we will bring, and we are working to bring Crypviser to make it a new Google in security law. That's about our marketing, promo, and about it.
I've seen it already sometimes. We have already answered it during the first part of the slide event by Thomas Schmidt. Can China technically block the Crypviser app the same way it has done with WhatsApp?
It's an interesting question. Although we have already answered, but I'd like to focus it again. I love this question. No, China cannot block Crypviser. This is our main advantage. We use blockchain technology. Why Crypviser based on blockchain? I think when people investing in ICO, with choosing projects, blockchain projects to invest, the first question: how is blockchain implemented? How a blockchain, why it's used? We don't use blockchain or crypto token for raising money only. Crypviser implementing blockchain technologies to make it decentralized. Due to decentralization, technically cannot be blocked. This is also the answer for questions: what will happen if secret services or governments will come to you? Nothing will happen. We are decentralized. There is no central authority. And this is the reason and answer why we go with tax exchange, with Bishop tax exchange, Bishop platform. Why we haven't been listed now on the liquidation? This is the answer, because you cannot block, you cannot control, you cannot do nothing with decentralized. And the better release, blockchain-based better release will be decentralized. The free plan, yes, it can be blocked, it's possible, but the premium blockchain, no. So this is the reason we expect that when China block or government block the popular messengers, in June 2018 we already expect that the new law, the new regulations will become in force in Russia. It's a Yarovoy law that obligating all providers, all communication networks to record, to save and store all users' sensitive details. This is the law, and all the messaging apps and the networks who won't do that will be blocked. We are independent. We don't scare about it because, as I said before, technically it will be very, very hard to block Crypviser. And this is the reason we expect that in next year, once the popular networks will stop working or have issues due to this law, Crypviser will grow and boom with 110 or 100 millions of users.
So, there are actually many questions by Mike Miller, and one of his questions is roadmap for beta still valid?
I already answered. Yes, it's valid. We just decided to introduce it on the more festive and introduce it during our grand launch part in Düsseldorf, so 15th of December.
Another quick answered question would be by Mark Aaron. Any thoughts of including a Crypviser chat app for desktop computers or laptops?
Yes, Crypviser designed as a cross-platform network, and apps for desktop, for Mac, for Windows, and then other platforms will be introduced next year as a business communication platform, for cloud-based secure business communication platform, which will use the same Crypviser cryptographic model, Crypviser secure technologies. We will talk about it. We will introduce business release in the next year. We will start development. We already have done, and actually, I seen some questions. I heard in the live chat that some persons asking, do you plan any new ICO? So at this moment we don't talk any new ICOs. We cannot talk about it until reaching the targets, promised targets for social communication networks. Until launching the social communication platform and performing all our applications and listing Civicoin on the expected exchange. But for business, we have a lot of idea, and one of them is the secure business cloud. So maybe next year we will see and talk about it. But in any case, yes, Crypviser will be available almost on all platforms.
Yeah. So there's another pretty nice question by Mark Aaron. Will Crypviser be creating a branch to handle governmental business? He says politicians would be very interested in this app. You've already answered.
Yes, I think it's very, very nice question, and we haven't seen it or talked about before. Crypviser core technology can be integrated and used for different purposes. And I would like to pay rotation again that Crypviser is not just a messenger. Crypviser is a technology, a cryptographic technology, blockchain, something like that. And it could be adopted for any purposes. Now we have the first product, our first product and our first system is private social communication. We use it. The next one, as I said, it will be a business solution. But we already have many requests, and during our events in different countries, we've seen the demand. We've seen the government demand in security and in different spheres, in the medicine, in financial, in legal. So yes, we during the scope of business solution, we planning to make special releases, more specific releases for specific branch. Crypviser network for medicine, that will cover all requirements for politics, for financial, but it doesn't mean that Crypviser is going to cooperate with government. No. We can cooperate and provide our services to government only for securing them. Yeah, for securing them. No other kind of cooperation is not possible.
So,
Yes, we're again getting questions about the delays and about the rebranding. As I already answered, we are still startup company. Until the commercial launch, we can have delays since many internal issues, since the company development plan and technical, the complexity and limited resources, we can have some delays. But I think the most important thing that it will be done. Rebranding, we are planning to finish until our commercial launch. What can I say? We have the deadline, the final deadline. This is the 16th of December. This is the pre-launching party, and we should be done with everything, with all pending tasks, including the rebranding, including the issue with Civic, listing on exchange, should be done until this event, because we, of course, we are going to welcome our community with the happy face, yeah? And see them as so happy.
yeah. At this point, I didn't see any new questions. Let me see. So,
Okay, what's the next question?
I'm looking for another one. I didn't see any new questions that I didn't answer yet.
Okay, I think we have finished with the current questions. If and I think the final time is already
Or
yes, so it's already 4 o'clock, and we have announced this event for 1 hour. But I think we'll wait a few minutes more. If anyone has a question, then please ask. Or otherwise, thank you for attention. I hope you get answers to all your questions. You saw us again live
yeah,
after ICO, our live after ICO, and have a nice weekend, and see you soon. Again, can you check please, Manuel, if there's any?
yeah. Oh, there's one. Let me just.
Okay, we got just a new question.
Yeah, about the wallet. Is there?
And I see the question about the Bancor, the new one. Bancor protocol was it? And the wallets,
Is there a planned date for the release?
other wallets.
Yes.
Regarding the Bancor, I cannot say nothing exactly because we haven't learned the technology and we're using another platform. We are currently on the beach shows, but I found Bancor very interesting. Yeah, it's very successful project and promising project. However, technically I haven't learned it. At this stage, we are focused on the finishing development of Crypviser, where all our resources, all our forces were putting to make all our obligations and finish the all planned tasks. The tasks announced during the ICO and in development plan. After that, of course, we are open for cooperation, and we already have partnerships with OpenLedger, with Bank, with Cryptos, and for the list of our partners will grow, and we are open for new technologies for reliable and secure. But at this moment, I cannot answer. I cannot say more about it, about Bancor. And regarding the hard wallet, yes, they have this kind of souls, but I think it's too early to talk about it. But taking this again, about the future ideas, about the new things. We have a lot of ideas, and we have a lot of plans for future. But we prefer to perform everything step by step. Yes, Crypviser wallet. We are going to launch it in software mode, in web mode. Already, I think this week. I'm sorry and regret to say that you saw technical issues. We have delays with launching. It was scheduled 2 weeks ago, but due to some technical issues, we have been forced to postpone it. But we are going to get it done, and I expect that it will be launched, and we Crypviser wallet and CVPay this week.
Yeah. I think the last question we can answer is by Need Media Data. Will there be a CVCoin Foundation created, which will be run by the community?
Yes, this is. I think this is one. This is the best one. That could be the last question. The Crypviser Foundation. It's our plan, and probably we will announce about it and launch it until the grand party.
Yeah.
And we invite. I would like to invite again all the members that would like to become leaders of Crypviser community. Yes, we are looking for them. We already have some active members that supported us from the first day.
Yeah.
They are already we have them, but we are open and we are looking forward for new active members. They are our supporters, and the best way, and surely the best way, is to join us in Düsseldorf and discuss about it. Yes, Crypviser community will be established, I think, until the December 16th. So the marketing, also we have a good marketing plan and many other responsibilities, and we expect that Crypviser Foundation will lead will help us to bring more efficient communication with our community, with the public, and sometimes, often, to be honest, often we are getting claims that our communication with the publicity, the public community is bad. So, a few words about it. Yes, we have been aware about it because we are mostly development team, we are technical development team. We are not public speakers or communication managers, and it's also important to understand that during the last 4 years, during the whole phase of development, since 2000, we have been a closed company. We haven't been in public. We have been development by ourselves. We haven't been reporting to public about every step. About our. We just this process is maybe yes, it was hard for us to move from the private development mode to public, and we need some time to make it better, to satisfy everyone, and we're working on it. The communication between this issue, what we have, this gateway, we hope to will be solved through the Crypviser Foundation and current to keep updated about everything, about all ongoing process. So I think the time is over. We'll be getting more questions. Yes, please, you can send, you can write all your requests, you can write all your questions in chat, and we will prepare a press release. Yes. The record of this live in text mode will be published in our blog, so you will be able to read again about the answers if you missed, and you will be able to write your questions. And also, please feel free. I'm active in Twitter. I have my Facebook page. I have my LinkedIn page. Please feel free to contact me privately and ask any question. I cannot guarantee, so just that you will get the immediate answer, because we have investors as members of different countries, and due to the time zone, due to the difference, and I cannot guarantee the immediate response, and I cannot guarantee to respond to every kind of questions. Some kind of questions, annoying questions, will be ignored, but the most interesting questions it will be my pleasure to answer, to communicate with you. So, thank you again. See you then in live chats. I'm also active there, and have a nice weekend. Good luck, everyone.